Riley, you can't reach certain heights. You can't win ACC titles. You can't hang banners. You can't make tournament runs. You can't make runs to the Final Four unless you win the first game. It's about going 1-0 in your next game. The North Carolinas do so, handling business at home, 94 to 54 over Central Arkansas. A game that was never in doubt for the Tar Heels. A game that you basically saw the levels, I would say. We previewed this game on what was going to happen, and I think North Carolina, their talent was able to overcome Central Arkansas in this game. 51 to 23, no doubter in this one in the first half, that is. I know you were a little bit concerned about possibly the slow starts that have hampered UNC teams and Hubert teams of the past. I would say that was not the case in this game whatsoever. Also, our guy was eligible, man. We pray for times like this. We bully for times like this. Thank you to UNC admissions. You did the right thing. Riley, I thought to you, you were in the building for this game. So I'll let you go first. I'll let you have the floor for your Tar Heels with a big 40-point home win.
Yeah, a lot of different ways I could start, but I'll paint this scene here for you, Carter, in the style of Matt Norlander. Let me document this for you. I was in there's like a hallway where all the media goes, where they get a little pregame meal. I was eating some Bojangles, some chicken supremes to myself, minding my business, when I see this tweet from UNC basketball, a gif of Luka Bogovac giving me the thumbs up, saying that he's cleared and will play tonight. Cart, this was 30 minutes before tip-off. I had texted some sources who truly said they had no idea what was going to happen, like who are very close to the situation, and saying they had no idea if he was going to play. And 30 minutes before he does, and then afterwards, post game, all the players are talking to reporters saying they found out right before shoot around, and everybody, like, they came in from a shoot around and Luka was getting dressed, and they just mobbed him because they found out he was eligible. So that was great to see. The arena went crazy for the first time he checked into the game. Chants of Luca started raining. That was fun. Pretty empty crowd for the Dean Dome, especially for a home opener. Probably the emptiest I've ever seen it in years, but I thought they still, yeah, I would say the emptiest I've seen it in the 4 years of Hubert's tenure, which is kind of shocking. That I don't know if it's like a reflection of where the program is at, or if the out of town folks are just coming up on Friday, so they didn't see a reason to come up for this one as well. But that being said, still some good crowd noise, still some good responses throughout the night, and then on the court as well. I mean, you have to start with Caleb Wilson in this one. I think he had 4 dunks in his 4 first possessions at UNC, just completely electric. And I don't even know what to say about this dude. He's just a freak athlete. I truly don't think Carolina has had someone of his ilk with that combination of size, length, and athleticism, coordination as well, since the 90s, since like Antoine Jamison and Jerry Stackhouse were playing at Carolina. And that's partly an indictment on Carolina recruiting and not really putting out those NBA players as of late, or the perennial all-stars. But it's also a testament to how good Caleb Wilson is. And I think he's just scratching the surface of his potential. And it just seems to be on such a good trajectory going forward.
Yeah, I mean it's both ways too. That's the thing. Like on both ends of the floor, he can take over games. And it's not like take over games from a, oh, get the ball, like a, I don't know, like a Carson Edwards or like a RJ Davis, that type of guy that's like heat check, give the ball, take over. I think he takes over games by dominating on both ends of the floor. The combination of size, athleticism, when you look at a lot of the key freshmen that are having all these amazing performances across the country, Caleb Wilson's right in that mold, man. I mean, he looks every bit of a top 10 pick. I know the NBA scouts are definitely oozing, chomping at the bit to draft him. It's just really, really fun to watch him play, and not to look ahead, but obviously the big matchup coming up Friday. I'm very excited for that one. Obvious step up in competition, but there seemed to be no look ahead in this game, even though Central Arkansas is a lesser opponent. They were able to take care of business in this one, and obviously, I think everyone kind of really played well, I would say. I think everyone got into this game. There were some guys that weren't exactly productive, but you get a good Vasar performance, 10 rebounds, which we wanted to see coming off that last exhibition we talked about, seeing him rebound better. I thought he did so. This is what you want to see your center look like against a lesser front court. That was good to see. Kyan Evans took care of the ball, distributed the ball, filled up the stat sheet as well, 15, 6, and 5. Really like what you saw from him, 4 or 6 from 3. I know you were asking for some more 3 pointers from him. So I guess I'll break it up in two here. What do you think of your guard play, Trimble, Evans, and Co. And then also, outside of Caleb Wilson, the front court.
Yeah, so we can start with the backcourt where pretty quiet game from Seth Trimble. He had like a couple, let me think, he had one highlight reel dunk and then he had a behind the back save that to Caleb Wilson in transition that resulted in a Wilson dunk. That was sick. But for the most part, I he didn't really press, didn't try to do too much. I like seeing the 4-to-2 assist turnover ratio because even more so than like the 3-point shot that really fell off in conference play last year. My main critique of Seth has been he just got tunnel vision too much and pressed a ton last year. We've talked about that just with shot happy guards behind him, always a threat to take his minutes. So it was nice to see him play within himself a little bit and just kind of take what was given to him. Didn't need to do too much, didn't need to force the issue, especially when you had Caleb Wilson with the ability to take over. But Kyan Evans, I thought was so impressive in this game. Knocked down his open threes, hit him at pivotal times. He had a bucket like my one complaint, if I were to get nitpicky, there was a stretch. They went 1 for 8 from the field and had a 5.5 minute field goal drought in the second half. Just looked really, really sleepy. And Kyan Evans woke them up with a three and then hit Vasar on this gorgeous pick and roll pass that finished with a thunderous dunk. That was like, that's exactly what I want to see from my floor general. Beyond that, he had 6 boards, 5 assists, 4 steals. The 4 steals were really nice to see. I think both he and Bogovats defensively, you're not gonna, I don't know, you're not gonna confuse them for like Marcus Smart or like who's the best guard defender in college last year? Like a Jaden Bradley Bulldog
Probably
type.
Sion James.
Yeah, you're never gonna look at them like great point of attack defenders who are super athletic and have great size, but they are sound off-ball defenders and I think can come up with a lot of steals just playing help defense. And you saw that from both of them tonight. I think Luca had 3 steals in the first half, finished with, oh no, that's my mistake. He had two steals in the first half. Um, Finished with 2 on the game. But yeah, 6 steals combined from him and Kai, and that was really nice to see, and maybe is a sign of things to come with just a little more aggressive defensively. Carolina has not forced a ton of turnovers under Hubert. They're 300th or worse in defensive turnover rate every year that he's been there. So yeah, like to see them with 13 steals tonight. That was great. All in all, just I would say impressed with the starters and impressed with most of the main bench contributors as well.
Yeah, I think it's the type of game where you want to come out of it and be like, you know what? Really not much to nitpick, to be honest with
Mhm.
you. And look, I'm all for trying to take something from every game. And I think that you can probably find some little things here or there, but I thought the ball was distributed well. 23 assists, only 12 turnovers. Would have liked to see possibly single digit turnovers against a team like this, but that's just getting really nitpicky. You dominated on the glass. You hit 10 threes, almost 35%. We'll take that. Really good from the field. I just think that this UNC team, they have a lot in front of them, right? I think they got some pieces, and if guys around Caleb Wilson can, I think show the level of talent they have, I like the front court pieces. I like, Caleb Wilson. I like the guys around him. Luka Bogovac is going to be on the team. I like that as well. Also, I need to get this down right now. Is it Bogovac? Bogovac?
Bogovats.
Bogovac. Okay, respect
This
my guy.
the C in Slavic languages makes the ts sound.
Of course it does. Never ever forget Riley Davis, Riley Moss of Czechoslovakian football. Okay, never ever doubt it. He was Cooper DeJean before Cooper DeJean even thought he could be Cooper DeJean. But yeah, I mean, having him in the fold, I just think is massive for this team. I think I've been kind of staying packed with like this North Carolina team has a lot in front of them. It's
Hmm.
about Hubert pulling the right strings.
Hmm.
And Hubert has shown that he can pull strings correctly before, but people like to focus on the negative strings he pulls. But he's also a guy who can get you to the level of a Final Four. He went to a championship game. He can do that. So, a good first game for North Carolina. Um, Let me get like a stock, maybe not even like a stock down because I don't want to stock down, but maybe like how we pointed out we wanted some more from Vasar in the last game and got that. Who's someone in this game Friday you want to see get more out of? Because obviously there's a step up in competition. You're going to need your guys to be hitting on all cylinders.
I'll give you two. Zayden High, he is probably going to play the backup five. He was the first big man off the bench, played 11 minutes in this one, finished with 4 boards, 2 assists. Okay, great, but 0 of 3 from the field. He just does not look strong or explosive around the rim. just was not finishing. And I mean, Jaron Stevenson liked to, he played really well in the exhibitions, but missed a couple shots at the rim tonight as well. Those are two guys where like hopefully Carolina doesn't need Zayden Hyde that much, but you at least got to look a little more competent offensively against Central Arkansas. After him, I would say Derek Dixon, someone who's had a ton of hype coming into the year. Finished with 6 boards, which is nice, but 4 fouls. I thought defensively he just looked. Some of this I would probably just attribute to him being a freshman who was a good, not great prospect. I mean, he's a top 40 kid, not top 10. And just seemed like he got lost a couple times trying to get around screens or was out of position a couple times. But I trust that'll get better and he'll get more reps under him. But hit a three in garbage time. But yeah, he's just someone who I think Carolina really needs because I don't know. I love how Kyan Evans played tonight. I think it's a good sign of things to come. But just when you start to go up against the Kansases of the world and when you have Kentucky next month, it just would help to have another 6'5" ball handler to combat the size, the physicality those teams are going to throw at your backcourt. And yeah, I feel like these next couple of games are really important for him just to get his feet under him.
Yeah, do you think it's a world where we get like Caleb Wilson as just like a small ball five?
As of right now, I would say that's a better that's a better situation than playing Zayden High out there. Like you just put
Yeah,
Stevenson on the
I think
field
it'd
and
be
go six
worth
five.
a look or a pivot. I think that, 6'10". Is he 6'10"?
Yeah, 6'9" to 6'10".
He seems 6'10". Wingspan's crazy. I figure like he can do all those things. I don't know. I think it'd be worthy of a look to maybe even put him at the five.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know if that's something he wants to do, but it might be something where it's like the team just needs you to do this for 5 minutes a game, and then you hope. I mean, whether it's Stevenson, whether it's James Brown, or whether it's Zayden, that you can cobble together 5 competent minutes at the five, and Henry can give you 30.
Right. It comes to a point, and I feel like I got a good speaking point on this as a Michigan State front court person. It gets to a point where you just want to expect it not to just completely fall off a cliff. I'm not saying I even need production, but at most, like if you have your chances to finish, you want to finish. Zayden Hyde did not finish in this game. It's just it's one that you would even want to see Zayden Hyde maybe be able to get a little confidence in a game like this. So
Right.
when you do call on him in those stretches in the big games, you're ready, you're willing to play up to that point. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's something to watch with North Carolina all season. Vasar, honestly, not even Vasar specifically, but just at the college basketball level, referees are so ticky-tack sometimes that you can get 2 fouls quickly, whether you
Yeah.
deserve it or not. So it's definitely going to be something to watch. But man, I just want to reiterate that like for all the freshman talk that happens around college basketball, Caleb Wilson's in that he's cut from that cloth, man. That kid's special.
He's so fun to watch. Carolina fans got to enjoy him while we can because he's a true pure one and done. You're getting him for 6 months and he's out of here. Uh, I did try to get him to get a little hype about the Darren Peterson matchup on Friday post game. Asked him about it. Basically said like, come on, like you gotta be licking your chops ready to go up against DP in Kansas. And he hit me with the I just tune out the noise type of response.
Well, you know why I said that? Because they silenced my dog, man. They silenced my dog. He had the tweet out on the field of 68. They said, Caleb, let's lay low now. You're doing, look, just bring it down a little bit. So now he's playing the humble role.
That plus the Sparkle Bedazzle was like I'm like, man, we can't get a reference to the Sparkle Bedazzle belt. Like, I just give me something. He kept it so even keeled. I mean, he does already handle himself like a pro. But Caleb, if you end up watching this, you can give me a little better of an answer next time. I'm not. We won't. You're not
Yeah,
gonna get in trouble for it.
yeah,
It's all fun. It's all fun in the game.
yeah. This is the spot to do it. I will say this too. When I looked at the box score after watching the game, I guess I didn't notice during the game, but Luka ended up with 5 assists in this game.
Yeah, he passed the ball really well. He was like much better than I expected in terms of just finding open guys. Like pushed the break a couple times, played out a pick and roll, got some really easy looks for Henry Vasar. So
At,
yeah,
at, at risk of doing the Central Arkansas overreact thing, I just like this team. I like this team more than I like last year's team. I feel like I would have said that at the exact same state right now than I did last year.
well, Cart, never forget, Carolina was in a dogfight with Elon last year.
Oh, that was last year, wasn't it? I really put that in the back burner.
Yeah, you and I both. I wish I could erase it from my memory. Let me see if I can find the exact number. Let me hit you
I
with
don't
a.
even know if I want you to look that up on your computer. I don't know if I want that. Like, I don't want you to be targeted.
They only they were down 71 to 69 with under 7 minutes to
I
go in this
remember that
game.
game.
They only won by 14, and Nick Dorn went for 17 against them, hit five threes. On Roy Williams' court, we let Nick Dorn hit five threes against us.
Hey, Indiana Hoosier, respect
I
it.
mean, he's good. I'm glad he's up a level now, but at the time it was like, bro, can someone not let this happen on Roy Williams' court in the
Hey,
Dean Eaton Center?
well, you know what, Riley? It did not happen. UNC gets the win, 94 to 54. Business as usual, taking care of business, whatever you want to say. I like it. I like what I saw from this team. I'm looking forward to Friday's game. You got any closing thoughts you want to end with?
Sparkle bedazzle. See you on Friday.
That's crazy. We're out of here.